Naded, your 2009 Stride champion.
Naded is the game changer, the playmaker that you need on your team to win. Naded playing out of his mind. Naded on a killing spree, and a Naded chant has begun on the main stage. And he's jumping no-scope, Carmen with all the momentum in this game. And it's a triple go for Naded, and the no-scope from Naded. This is what I was hoping for.
Okay, here we are, week number 4, back with Mugsycalhoon. I have with me Mr. Brett Leonard, the man, the myth, the legend. Everybody wants to know what's going on. We have a tell-all interview right here exclusively for your viewing pleasure for the Halo community. So we've gotten a lot of topics that we got to cover. I seen on Saucy Sores and Ninja's show last night, they were talking about you kind of flopping all over the place, you know.
They were talking about me?
Yeah, they were talking about you.
Just now.
So yeah, they were talking about you. So what it was with them was they were like, well, you went to Boss Nasty originally, you contacted him, and it didn't work, and then some time went by, and you got in contact with him again, and people are like, why did you go back to him, and it's not working again, and people are just feeling like you're just kind of jumping around and you're kind of confused. You don't really know what's going on. So what exactly, what's going on?
Well, yeah, initially when I contacted Boss, like, it was just about to see, you know, what we, like, because I saw his coaching videos, you know, that's what I initially saw. So that's why I hit him up initially. And then once, you know, a few months went by, then he started talking about the team house. And, you know, I've always wanted to do a team house. So you know, wanted to do with him. And then the thing about that time was we didn't have a house, or, you know, that was like our first time, you know, really doing everything. So a lot of stuff wasn't prepared, so it didn't really work out that time. And then a year went by.
So what was it specifically? What specifically was it that the first time made you say sayonara?
The first time, the amount of time it was taking to move into the house before, because I wanted to go to Columbus, pretty much, was because that was announced, and we weren't going to be able to move in the house in time to go to Columbus. So I told them, you know.
This is what I heard, and I don't know if this is true or not. Yeah. So I'll let you set the record straight.
Yeah.
From what I understand, and most people in the community understand, is that Boss wanted to do this team house with you, and you know, he wanted to coach you, and you guys were taking the proper steps to get everything going. And then Walshy hit you up and for the Turning Point team, and you went to go team with Walshy, McWin, and Ninja.
Yeah, during that time I wasn't doing the team house, like, before Turning Point. I think it was after Turning Point, pretty much after Providence.
Mm-hmm.
Was when I contacted Boss and said, you know, hey, this season's over, you know, because that was the championships for Halo Reach, you know, let's maybe try to.
So that's not what happened? Because
no, that's not.
Because from what I understand, Justin was upset with you. He blocked you from Skype. I mean, that's on some of your guys' videos, your vlog, that he blocked you from Skype and everything.
That was a different time. That was after, because.
So why did he block you from Skype then?
That was after I left the team house the first time. That's when he blocked me. It wasn't before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
because I wanted to go Columbus with Tito Matic, Hoax, Campy. That was my team.
Was that before?
That was after Turning Point, because Columbus was 2012.
Okay, so let's get this straight.
Yeah.
So you meet Justin.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys talk about a team house. Then you go to Turning Point.
No, I actually knew Justin way before Turning Point. I knew Justin a year before I was even on Turning Point.
Okay, so you were on Turning Point first? That doesn't make sense to me, if you were on Turning Point first and then want to do a team house with him, for him to block you. It would seem like...
No, it was after that tournament with Turning Point. That's when
So you went on Turning Point after you guys were going to do the team house. You guys were going to do the team house.
No.
And then you went on Turning Point.
No. That's not right.
Okay, so what was it then?
It was because like I knew Boss before in 2011, at the end of 2011, or was it 2010? 2010, that's what it was.
Mhm.
The end of 2010, and pretty much all of 2011, he was, keeping up with me, keeping up with my team, teams and what I was doing was straight ripping, how we got second, and then, how he even made a video about that, how I got kicked off, straight ripping. And then at the end of that season, at the end of the 2011 season, that's the first time I hit him up to do the team house at the very end. It wasn't It wasn't before any teams I was on.
Okay, so you went to go do the team house. So why did he block you from Skype then?
He blocked me
from
from
what
Skype.
I understand, the community understand.
He blocked me from Skype after I told him I'm not going to do the team house and I'm going to go to MLG Columbus 2012.
So it wasn't like, I still want to do the team house with you, but I want to go play with Walshy, Miko, and a Ninja, and then when I come back, we can do the team house.
That was
So you just completely shut the door on the team house.
Yeah, I was never even considering doing the team house before, I joined Turning Point. It was after, in my head, if,
So you closed that door and went with Turning Point?
Yeah. After
Okay.
Turning Point, at the end of the season when Hillary was done, I was going to consider doing the team house.
Okay, so
After that.
fast forward, okay?
Yeah.
Halo 4 drops, or even before that. I know me and you know how you got back in contact with Boss Nasty's.
Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and elaborate how, that whole thing went down?
As far as getting
As
in
far as-
contact with him
yeah.
after he blocked me? Alright,
Yeah.
so pretty much, he still had me blocked for a while, and then you contacted him and, told him that, whatever you told him, to hit me up or whatever, and then pretty much, ever since you did that, he was thinking, I want to do the team house with Brett again, pretty
Mhm.
much ever since, you probably initially hit him up, because ever since that, the first time we hung out.
Yeah. I'll fill in some gaps right here. So, I was watching this whole Halo Council thing, and I was watching Boss Nasty on there, and I was watching him get double teamed and triple teamed by all these guys, and I felt like it was really messed up for them to do that, because you guys were going on there thinking that it was going to be cool, it was going to be,
Yeah, they pretty much told us,
and then all of a sudden, they got to a
right.
certain point and they just couldn't, there was no restraint, and it was a free-for-all. So I seen that.
Yeah.
So, I contacted Justin and I let him know, what my feelings were on that, and that I figured that since me, you, and him, we all live in the same area, that we should be cool. But he had his point of view on you. So I was like, I just let it slide. I let some time go by, cool. And I talked to you about being cool with him, and you said you didn't have a problem with it. It was him that had you blocked. And I was like, let me talk to him, see what's up. So I contacted him. I said, hey, why don't we just squash it? You guys don't have to do any business with each other if you don't want to. But why can't we just be friends? Let's go out for a beer sometime. Let's hang out. Because you guys were cool at one point. I hate to see, where, you guys aren't getting along. And he was agreeable to that. So next thing you know, he's hitting you up on Skype, and we're getting together, and we had a good time. There's a video on the internet, Boss Nasty and Friends, where we go out. So from that point, everything was cool. Me and you were doing our thing.
Yeah.
Me and Mason were sponsoring you. And then from Dallas, I'm going to let you take it from there, because that's where everything took off with the OPY house again. So what happened?
After Dallas was over, he was, pretty much still, I haven't given him an answer if I was going to do the team house or not, ever since he couldn't back up.
Wait. We missed something. So when was it that he asked you again after you guys got back in contact?
Well, he asked me, as soon as you hit him up pretty much, that day we hung out. And ever since then, up until Dallas, I gave him, I don't know if I'm going to do it yet.
Really? So I didn't.
Yeah.
So this was a big, top secret operation you guys had going on, or?
I don't know. I mean, it wasn't really secret. It was just that, I told them, like, I don't know what's going to happen, you know, I'll let them know, you know, after Dallas or whatever. So after Dallas was over, pretty much, you know, the weeks after that, we probably, you know, hit each other up and started planning out the team house and wanting to do it.
So after the first time, why did you want to do it the second time? What different?
The second time was different because we actually had a house this time, as opposed to last time we were trying to get our own house. So we had the house. You know, it was a lot easier to go forward with having the house. So that was another reason.
My question to you is, how did you already have the house if you guys are going to have to pay rent? I could go on Craigslist and tell you I have a house. Hey, I found a house on Craigslist. We're all gonna have to pay X amount of dollars. Like,
well, because
what was so special
it
about
takes
that
longer
house?
to get a house off of, you know, real estate person or whatever off Craigslist. You have to go through application process. This is going through family, which was, you know, really easy to do, and got a cheaper, you know, rent rate going through his family. So that was really the only difference, I'd say. And
So
then
no
also,
credit check and going through family.
Yeah, pretty much.
Little man.
Like, you know, there's a little.
It's going down, man. It's going down. We're here in Manteca, California.
Yeah. So. Yes. Let's see. What was it saying? It was.
Cheaper.
Oh yeah. So it was cheaper and, you know, just a lot easier to do as far as getting the house. So we pretty much just had to get, you know, 2 teammates and.
And how'd that go?
You know, pretty much we, you know, up until about, you know, a few days ago, we were going to move into the house 2 times, but each time somebody backed out at the last second because of, you know, they either had to help family out.
Whatever the situation
Whatever
may
the
have been,
situation,
money,
yeah.
you know, the Aunt Susie broke her leg
exactly,
or
like,
whatever.
So pretty much after it happened the second time, that's when, you know, we all got together and talked and decided to, you know, not do the house. And pretty much boss wanted to postpone.
Let's rewind just a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so next topic that I wanted to talk to you about was the W rant,
Yeah.
which is really what set things off for me, because before that I was kind of like talking some crap to you. You know, instead of calling you naded, I was calling you traded, and you know what I mean. And it was a little bit of friendly smack talking going on because we did have a friendship.
Yeah.
You know, and, you know, I was jiving you a little bit, and I was telling you, hey, man, I'm speaking for the Halo community. I'm the voice. I'm the one that has your ear right now, and I was getting at you,
Yeah.
you know, so, you know, kind of razzing you a little bit. But I was irritated, but I was playing at the same time. I was playing, but I was
Yeah.
serious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think you got that, you know, that right there. But what really set it off for me was when I seen you on that W rant, man, and those guys were talking to you like you were, you know, Toaster Sniper Bob 73. You know what I mean? How did that make you feel, the way that those guys were talking to you?
I personally didn't really take offense to it. I mean, I think, you know, the show obviously could have been ran better, but
And how could it have been ran better?
You know, they never really understood, you know, why I went over to Call of Duty. You know, they just assumed.
Why did you go to Call of Duty?
The reason we were going to do Call of Duty was because of the team house, and pretty much, you know, years ago we decided, you know, whatever, if we do the team house, let's do it in the most profitable game, which it would be Call of Duty at this current time.
See, for
So,
me, I don't see it as the most profitable game. Now I'm going to throw my 2
for
cents in.
tournaments, though, I mean,
Well, see, that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Look at Ninja. You know, not a lot of pros were competing in Halo 4, so he kind of like didn't really have a whole lot of competition. So he's hitting this little online tournament. He's hitting this little online tournament.
Yeah.
You know, he's making, you know, 200 here, 200 here, and I think he made like $500 just off some online tournaments, because every Halo pro was just basically had the blinders on, you know, and was just like following the MLG Giovanni, you know, whole culture. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just, you know, if MLG went to basket weaving, I feel like every MLG pro would be like, that's where I need to be. I need to be a professional basket weaver. You know what I mean? Like that's how I feel.
Yeah.
I feel like you would have made more money in Halo Because do you